How's it going, you guys? I'm excited about this one. And a lot of you might be thinking, well, what's up, Ben? You set up new boards all the time. But I don't always get to put together a brand new setup just for me. A lot of the time I'm testing something, or I'm got an idea for a video, so I'm trying a product I wouldn't normally ride. And it keeps this cycle of madness going over and over and over again when I actually pretty much know exactly what I want to be riding. So let's check out what I got here. The first thing I am riding is a chocolate deck. It is a Jesus Fernandez 8.125. It's like the G026 shape. It's got a pretty pointy nose. Did I say 8125? With a 14-inch wheelbase. So, you know, kind of a compact board. And I've been wanting to be on one like that for a while. We'll be putting Alvear grip on it. And Venture lows, which is the only thing in this whole setup that I'm a little bit like not sure about. If I absolutely lose all of my pop with the 14-inch wheelbase and Venture lows, I might go to some Venture V6 highs, V6, V lights. But we're gonna try this first. Formula 4 51 millimeter 99A. Got some Bronson ceramics that got sent a while back, and the Girl long neck hardware. So that's all the stuff that's going to be going on this. It's been a while since I've ridden anything from the Crailtap family, but I was wondering about one of these shapes, so I watched one of my old videos when I was skating one of these boards just to kind of see if like it looked natural to me. And I gotta say, like, sometimes I think I just should have stuck with like smaller 14-inch wheelbase boards because I feel like at the time I was skating pretty well on them. Alvear grip. We'll see if I think there's anything special about this or not. You know, you gotta, was it Sewa Krotkov? I'm sure I just butchered his name. Sorry if I did. I love him though as a skateboarder. Definitely has one of my favorite styles on a board. This grip does feel weirdly grippy. I can't put my finger on why it feels that way. That Crailtap concave was very easy to grip. I didn't struggle at all there. Some really steep concaves can be kind of a pain when it comes to gripping them. I don't know if you guys have ever noticed that, but it's like almost impossible to not get wrinkles. But this was very easy. There we go. I never sand the edges like some people do. That kind of drives me crazy. The most I will ever do is maybe just like one push around the edge. But I hate the idea of like sanding off the fresh finish on here with grip tape. I got a screw to poke the holes through with. Does a nice job. Okay, let's check out this hardware that's supposed to be all special that Mr. Mike Carroll designed because he had an idea. The idea is that this flat part of the hardware goes longer, and so this can't mash out your base plate because he figures that the threads act like a file. I don't know if that's actually going to do anything or not, but I bet you the fact that this is longer will keep your truck on more square. The heads look kind of nice and small like Silverados, so it's not going to be too hard to sink into the board. That's nice. I so desperately hope that I don't lose my pop on Venture lows with the little wheelbase. I'll take a small hit if it helps all of my other tricks do better, like tray flips, switch front heels. There's a whole lot of tricks that like I always do better on a 14-inch wheelbase. I like the way the blue threads in the hardware look. Kind of matches the blue on the deck too, so that looks cool. And the red deck stain is nice with the bushings, so that's looking good. And we are going with Allen key here. I don't know if they actually had Phillips in this hardware or not. They're a little longer than I wanted them to be. It actually looks like I probably could have gone with 7/8 and it would have been okay. Oh well, it's too late now, it's already in there. I don't know, that's really long. I think I'm just gonna go with it because it looks like the 7/8 ones will probably wind up exactly flush, which is nice aesthetically, but kind of risky because I feel like the hardware is more prone to loosening when it's not poking through a little bit. But yeah, I've been using such nice trim hardware lately that this sticks out a lot more than I want it to. So I haven't ridden any Bronsons in a while, but I do remember when I rode these that I actually really liked them a lot. And I think just to change things up, I'm gonna use the spacers. Why not? Wow, they sure come with a lot of stuff. Look at the size of those speed rings they come with. They're huge. I really like the way the red on the wheel is also gonna look nice with all the other red on the board. Yeah, the one time I rode Bronson Ceramics, I remember them being a really nice fast bearing. So I am going to go until snug, but then we are going to back it off just a hair, which is kind of the common consensus in all the comments. Everyone was like, I don't ride them super snug down, but I do like spacers. Ben, you're dumb because you don't like spacers. But I forgive you because I like you, was the general sentiment of that last video that I did about spacers. Well, there we go. A Christmas complete, just for me, with no influence from anybody else. Kind of nice. That is so pointy compared to what I was riding. It's not picking up on camera though. That looks nice. Okay, so clearly I can ride this board, and what are my thoughts? So I would say that because of how steep the kicks are on the Crailtap Concave, that 14-inch wheelbase with the venture lows, I was not struggling for pop at all. In fact, I often find that the nose and tail are a tiny bit too steep for me. And if it wasn't for the 14-inch wheelbase, I probably wouldn't even be able to ride it. It wasn't until the board started to not feel so incredibly stiff that I was actually able to start doing my flat ground better. And it took me a while to get used to the super flat concave that Girl has. I mean, it's a chocolate, but Girl Crailtap chocolate, same thing. So what I've noticed about it is that it is, quite mellow in here, and it really flattens out in this space. And right here, it almost feels humped. It's not quite, but if you put a straight edge across there, you can see about like a 0.5 millimeter of light right there and right there. And I did find that when riding this board with Thunders, something about just like where all the concave is, ventures, it just didn't feel like, well, optimal to me. I know in the past when I've ridden Crailtap boards with Indies and Thunders, it makes this part of the board feel better, but the times that I've tried them with Ventures, I don't know, just doesn't quite hit exactly how I like it. Either way, on this board, I was able to land one of these for the first time in 6 years. So it's a work in progress, but I'm stoked to be even getting that far. This is the first time in, again, 6 years that I've thrown that trick out to a ledge and I've actually felt the board flipping around fast enough. Switch frontside heels also felt really good on this because, again, that 14-inch wheelbase, whenever I get on a 14-inch wheelbase, all of my 180 flip tricks just start to move around faster. Everything works better. There was one example of a tray flip in this video where you can really see that I'm actually still able to get a bit of pop and it's lifting or spinning all the way around. It kind of solves my chronic 340 flips. So, believe it or not, even though I'm a tall guy, I do believe that with like the right combination of trucks and the right kicks and everything, 14-inch wheelbase is actually right for me. All of my tricks work the best on it. And believe it or not, most of the skating I did on this board was actually on transition. My knee's been a little bit sore lately and transition has been the easiest on it. And I've also just been actually going through another learning curve on transition, which is the first time that that's happened in a really long time. So yeah, most of what I've done on this has been transition with the odd ledge sessions. Anyways, it's been a great board and I'm going to be sticking with the trucks and the wheels for sure. And I'm going to try another 8.125 board on it because that just seems to be what I've been really liking these days is, slightly wider than the trucks with the nice low snappy trucks. So we'll see what I ride next, but that's a surprise. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you're doing really well. Till the next one.
No! I messed up.
Really?
Yeah. Nice.